Hey everybody, Jordan with TYT and TYT Politics. I am in my car. For those of you worried, I am never driving while I'm doing Facebook Live. I'm always parked. I got comments last go around criticizing me for driving and doing Facebook Live. I'm not that dedicated, so I'm always parked when I'm doing quick Facebook Live videos. But I wanted to give my thoughts on the media. I don't do many videos, particularly on the media. I think it's kind of, lame most of the time for media to be, doing stuff on media. But I think I have to because I'm kind of fed up and, frankly, a little pissed off with the media who single-handedly gave rise to Donald Trump, covered every last booger of his, every tweet, every statement was breaking news that needed to be talked about 24/7 on CNN, on MSNBC, on all these networks, on the New York Times, on Washington Post, BuzzFeed. We could go on and on. Let's keep it real. Young Turks has done a lot of Trump as well. I think the media gave rise to Trump, built him up, gave him the free airtime that allowed him not to have to run actual television ads all around the country. You couldn't turn on TV news without free advertising for Donald Trump. And that's how most people were introduced to him. But now, kind of 3 months before the election, when they're saying, oh shit, this is real, he might be president, now it's a 24/7 assault on Donald Trump. And I want to be clear, this isn't me defending Donald Trump because I don't like Donald Trump and I think he's pretty vile. I think the things he says are vile. I think he has really no self-awareness. I don't think he represents what's good about America. I think he is divisive. But that doesn't change the fact that the media, pretty much gave this guy unlimited time. They created the monster. And now if you turn on CNN, if you turn on MSNBC, if you look online, they're all having heart palpitations. And it's foaming at the mouth 24/7 a day, 24/7 about Donald Trump and about the fact that Donald Trump is a danger. Donald Trump is a menace. Donald Trump cannot be president. What is the Republican Party going to do? Is the Republican Party going to somehow force him out? Donald Trump is in a fight with this Gold Star father, which I think is disgusting. But there's nothing else going on in the world. Nothing. It's all Donald Trump. WikiLeaks released 20,000 emails showing corruption at the Democratic Party, showing money laundering between Hillary Clinton's campaign and the DNC, showing pay for play, donors giving money, and as a result, the DNC and Hillary Clinton's campaign giving them cushy spots at the convention, giving them whatever they wanted, giving them spots on prestigious boards. Let's focus on the fact that, maybe the Russians are responsible. Let's not focus on what's in it. Let's not focus on the economy is still stagnant and slowing down. Let's not talk more on television news about the TPP and trade, which has become a huge issue in the campaign. Probably one of the issues that has Donald Trump connecting with working class people in the Rust Belt, in Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin. No. We don't need to talk about any of that. Let's just talk about Donald Trump, his fight with the Khan family, what he says at a rally yesterday, a stupid comment about, having a baby, kicking a baby out, which was stupid. But it's an alternate reality. And, when I'm not on the road, for better or worse, I do put on CNN and MSNBC just to see what's happening throughout the day. There is no 24/7 Young Turks, unfortunately, yet. So I like to see, where are the candidates? What's going on? Sometimes they focus on local races. And it also is just fun for me to knock the media on Twitter. I enjoy it. But I just find it kind of insane when you have the Anderson Coopers of the world, the Wolf Blitzers of the world, the Chris Matthews of the world, all of these journalists who pretty much gave this guy an unlimited microphone. And then in segments they say, how did this happen? How did we get here? How is a lunatic and a quasi-fascist, one step away from the presidency? We need to do something. It's pathetic. And you have Jeff Zucker, who's the president of CNN, who, has changed CNN over the years. He's put more documentaries, more Anthony Bourdain going around the world eating food, and pretty much dumbed down the news coverage as well. He is defending himself. He did a softball interview with Variety.com the other day. He's defending himself that, their coverage of Trump is totally fine. It's balanced. People are interested, and, he's given us access. I mean, this isn't journalism. This is infotainment. This is pretty much because you're lazy, because you don't want to spend money on sending somebody like me or actual reporters out onto the ground to find out, actually tell stories about the middle class that is disappearing, as Bernie Sanders has said. Actually do stories on, all the jobs that have been shipped overseas. Maybe do more stories on the Zika virus. It's spreading in South Florida. That's kind of, life or death. Could really hurt couples trying to conceive, really hurt women who are already pregnant. No. We got to start every show with Trump. Got to start every show with, Trump versus the Khan family. I want to make it clear again, I'm not defending Donald Trump. I think he's reprehensible. I think he should apologize to the Khan family and to many others that he's offended. I think if he wasn't foaming at the mouth, I actually think he has a chance to beat Hillary Clinton. The problem is he cannot, for consecutive days, just focus on the economy, focus on Hillary Clinton's weaknesses. He's got to start fights with Muslims and Mexicans and women and all sorts of people. So this isn't me defending Donald Trump. I don't want to see Donald Trump as president. But I got to call the media out, because at this point, it would be like me, it would be like me interviewing Bernie Sanders supporters ad nauseum, being the only person that really gives them a microphone, and then, turning on them and saying, these fuckers are sore losers and they need to go. No, I don't. You give people a microphone that have something to say and are representative of a story. Bernie Sanders was a story. He was a big story. He brought in millions of young people and older people, frankly, that were never involved or were cynical. Donald Trump also was a story, but the problem is he was not the only story. And that's what the media has perpetuated. That's what the media has propped up. And then they, talked about, you see CNN anchors, he got billions of dollars in free media with a straight face, like it wasn't them who created that. And these CNN people now are doing, CNN, MSNBC, doing everything humanly possible to be negative about Donald Trump, to basically, aid Hillary Clinton. It's really like watching, they had their Trump cake and now they want to eat it too. And I think it's bullshit. I have done a lot of coverage on Hillary Clinton. I've done coverage on Donald Trump, but to me, it's not breaking news that Donald Trump is a jerk. It's not breaking news that Donald Trump doesn't really have any policies. It's not breaking news that Donald Trump is full of it. It's not breaking news that Donald Trump has preyed on racism and Islamophobia and all these things. I'm not breaking ground by doing constant videos about that. To me, I want to do things that other people have not done. So I think that Hillary Clinton has got to pass, and that's why I've been more focused on Hillary Clinton. I get comments, you're the only one, your network, all they focus on is Trump. I don't have anything to do with the show. I obviously like my network. I love Cenk. And I respect Cenk. I think he thinks Donald Trump is a danger. He thinks Donald Trump is a worse option than Hillary Clinton. And I think the bottom line is he's never told anyone what to do. He's never told anyone how to vote. And I think how the Young Turks covers Trump is a lot different than the horse race nonsense that you see on CNN and this and that. And the Young Turks nor I, we're not going to just give you what you want at all times. That's not journalism. That's propaganda. So there's going to be videos that I do or Eric does or Emma does that you might not agree with. But if you just want to, basically have your viewpoint satisfied, then that's Fox News. That might be MSNBC. There's going to be times we do a video or two that you don't like. So if that's going to turn your way, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not trying to build a channel on clickbait or bullshit. I'm always going to do what I think is the story. But I got to say, at this point, I got to turn off CNN. I got to turn off MSNBC because I can't watch it anymore. I cannot watch these people with a straight face who are the reason Donald Trump is the Republican nominee now trying to take him down and acting shocked that he even got this far. And what's wrong with America that we've elevated this person? You elevated this person, not me, and certainly not the viewers. You guys elevated him. And if he becomes president, let's not have, Chris Matthews or Wolf Blitzer or any of these people, feign ignorance and feign shock. This is very similar to the Iraq War. They propped up the Iraq War. No critical journalism other than Democracy Now! And a few other outlets. They waved the flag. They, never asked a serious question, didn't do their homework, took the Bush's word took Bush and Cheney at their word. And then, after the fact, when it was very clear, very quickly, this was a disaster, then the media, oh my God, what a disaster. Bush and Cheney, how did they not know? It's a joke. It's really a joke. It makes me more thankful that I'm at the Young Turks, because I can't, at a certain point, if you're a journalist, they're making more money than me at CNN. That's fine. But at a certain point, you got to say, you're adding to the divisiveness and the problems in America. You're not putting a spotlight. You're creating new problems. You're creating the divisiveness by showing empty podiums of Donald Trump, by having him call in, by never, ever pressing back on him in interviews. Very rare that Donald Trump was ever pushed back on. And now, we got to focus on his fight with a Gold Star family all day, every day. We got to focus on, his comments about Ukraine, this and that. I'm not saying Donald Trump is fit to be president. I don't think he is. But it's like 24/7 news cycle, 24/7 news channels. You cover one thing, and that's it. It's pathetic. It really is. And I had to say something about it because it's really bothering me. So that's my soapbox. I am covering the Green Party convention this weekend. I'm working on an interview with Jill Stein there. I will be also interviewing Tim Canova, who is facing Debbie Wasserman Schultz in Florida's 23rd district. I will be interviewing him tomorrow, and I'll get that up as soon as possible. So, trying to show you all the different things that are going on. The local races. I'll also be covering Alan Grayson's race, which is in the Florida Senate. He's up against Patrick Murphy, which is the establishment Democrats' favorite child. That's in the Senate. And if whoever wins between Grayson and Murphy will be going up against Marco Rubio in the fall for Florida Senate seat. So that's an important race. Grayson, a very strong progressive. He's been in the news lately. Accusations that he assaulted his ex-wife. There's been no proof of that. Obviously, if I interview him, I'll ask him about that. And Tim Canova, the only poll I saw was actually a poll commissioned by Tim Canova's campaign. It showed him down 8 points, which sounds like a lot, but honestly, Debbie Wasserman Schultz in that district, she's been a congresswoman for over a decade there. It's a wealthy district in South Florida. And, to be even within striking distance is a very good thing. She also clearly is, in the news for negative reasons. So her favorable ratings have dipped in her district. So we'll see what happens. I will be, Emma, our great intern, will be joining me at the Green Party convention, helping me out there. And we'll be there Friday and Saturday. You'll hear more from me as I start booking things. We'll try to live stream some of what we do as well. Thank you for watching. As always, youtube.com/TYTpolitics. We just passed 70,000 subscribers. I'm hoping to get to 100,000 this year. And thank you for always building up the channel, for always, following my tweets, following Facebook. I am now posting more on my actual public Facebook page. So if you type in my name, there's a personal page that comes up and also a public page. I'll be posting at my public page going forward for TYT stuff. So you could like that page if you want to get my posts there. Thanks, guys, and stay tuned for more. This is Jordan.